पूज्य स्वामी जी, Govindacharya ji, Basuraj Paditsaran ji, guests of the dais, friends. To start with, I want to say one thing. Possibly this 13th to 19th program here itself may become a turning point in the history of future knowledge system of India, possibly. I want to start my talk with a quotation saying from Will Durant, the world famous historian, who says, perhaps in return for conquest, arrogance and spoliation, India will teach us the tolerance, the nobility, the divinity and gentleness of the matured mind, the calm of the understanding spirit, and a unifying, pacifying love for all the human beings. India's epic tales of Ramayana, Mahabharata are so rich and magnificent in magic, mystery, metaphor as to make the Iliad and the Bible looks like short stories. Indian knowledge system, basically we are straight away coming to the philosophy part of it. Philosophy is darshana, and all the philosophies, all the darshana, to be systematized, organized, integrated, coordinated, assimilated, so as to make it easily understandable, assimilable, without any confusion, conflict. It becomes a knowledge. Philosophy becomes a knowledge when it is organized systematically. When that knowledge is converted into a deliverable, when that knowledge is converted to deliverable, it becomes Vidya. The whole is an ocean of knowledge, is a mountain of knowledge. Nobody will be able to swim or immerse deep into that. It has to be organized properly. Then it has to be converted to a deliverable state, whatever you call it, textbook, syllabus, whatever you call it. It becomes Vidya. And that is the center of this Indian knowledge system. And Indian knowledge system is a basic knowledge of ancient sages, seers, saints, avadhutas, who had insights and the power of intuition, the power of insight, the power of tapasya, which emerged in the form of the philosophical literature, spiritual literature, that parts the Indian knowledge system. Govindacharya has told that this is the fundamental thing in Indian knowledge system because it has been tested in a number of times. It is trusted and it is time tested. It is accepted. And this Indian knowledge system, now this particular 5 days program is going to churn out, bring out a beautiful policy document so as to help the governments, institutions, universities, colleges, educationists to fine-tune into the future educational systems and models. But this Indian philosophical thought, this Indian knowledge system, if it is converted into a textbook, a syllabus, if it is given to universities and colleges, it becomes information. It becomes information. What is needed is not information. It should be highly inspiring. Whatever information you give, it should be inspiring. It should be motivating for the next generation. Millions of youths and millions of children of our country must be able to get immediate a type of inspiration from that. So, giving knowledge, giving information is only the first part of the story. And knowledge and information must be given in a very spirited, in a motivating, in a highly inspiring way. It has been done. Because if you give a knowledge in a very meta-motivating, maxi-motivating style, it spreads like wildfire. Millions of minds and millions of hearts will accept it easily and immediately, instantaneously. The one experiment has already been done on this Indian knowledge system in a foreign soil. Emerson was one of the greatest Greek philosopher and European philosopher of Harvard. He was highly credible and reputed philosophical professor. Surprisingly and accidentally, he gets the first English translation of Bhagavad Gita, which goes to Boston, and it was handed over to Emerson. The moment Emerson looked at Bhagavad Gita English, he was master blaster Greek and European philosopher of Harvard, has studied many philosophers there. But once he went to the Gita, second time, third time, hundreds of times, immediately he called for Harvard Seniors Lecture Program in Harvard. He called, even today, it's a legendary, historic lecture by Emerson. He called Harvard Seniors Lecture. All Harvard seniors, they were present. One person was present there. Listen to this lecture of Bhagavad Gita from Emerson. He was so much transformed. He shifted his living from his own place to the neighborhood of Emerson, and he rented a 10 by 15 cabin. Press people asked him, why did you leave such a glorious place and why did you come here, a small 10 by 10 area? He says, I have selected to come and settle here because in the neighborhood, in the next place, Emerson house is there, and any time I want, I can borrow Bhagavad Gita book from that place. That is the reason why I have come here. Henry David Thoreau was so much enchanted, and he says enriched by Bhagavad Gita, was the source of inspiration for Mahatma Gandhi to start reading Bhagavad Gita, understanding Bhagavad Gita. Then Emerson started writing articles on Bhagavad Gita in New York Times. One carpenter in New York called Walt Whitman, who casually read through that particular article, so much convinced by the inspiration of that article in Bhagavad Gita from Emerson, he composed 13 poems and posted it to Emerson, professor in Boston University, Harvard. After seeing those 13 poems, Emerson immediately declared, these 13 poems written based on my articles on Bhagavad Gita is going to change the poetical expression history of the world. Poetical expression history of the world. And then Walt Whitman was welcomed. His blade of grass became extraordinarily greatest intellectual contribution to the world of philosophy, poetry. All these three people, Emerson, Thoreau, Walt Whitman, were officially declared as, Emerson was declared as mind of America, Thoreau was declared as soul of America, Whitman was declared as he was declared as the heart of America, and all these three people, after receiving that award, they state that our mind, our soul, and our heart has become meaningful, fulfilled because of one great factor, one source of inspiration, one person of inspiration, that is Bhagavad Gita of India. And Walt Whitman was called as Bhakti Yogi, Emerson was called as Jnana Yogi, Emerson was called as Karma Yogi, Walt Whitman was called as Jnana Yogi, and Bhagavad Gita became very famous afterwards. Many people started writing books on that. Why I am telling this is, one English version translation of Bhagavad Gita, which was translated by a person who knew the art of communicating in a powerful, motivating tone. Hundreds and hundreds of Bhagavad Gita, in fact, more than 950 or 1000 versions of Bhagavad Gita in English are available today. But why Emerson was taken was the way in which Gita was presented, projected, it enfilled, it enthralled, and it enlightened, and immediately it electrified virtually. That is what is needed today. Giving information is different, making that highly motivating Indian knowledge system. We will not advocate for Ramayana, Mahabharata, Veda, Vedanta, psychology, yoga. They are there, they are strong, they are sturdy, they have stamina, they have stability, they are durable, they are stable, they can stand the test of time. We need not advocate for that, but make it presentable, deliverable, understandable, inspirational. That is what is needed today. When Swami Yogananda, Paramahamsa Yogananda, his autobiography of a yogi, a book written on yoga by a yogi, has been translated into 149 languages of the world. More than 8 million of people in different parts of the world have read that autobiography of a yogi. It is Indian yoga and yogis, Indian philosophy, Bhagavad Gita, everything he says there. But the way in which he presents in that book, that makes all the difference. You present the philosophy, but the way in which he presented, and in Los Angeles, when he announced that he is going to give a lecture on Bhagavad Gita, and tickets were there. 3,000 tickets were sold out in 42 minutes. 5,000 people who were lining up in the queue went without getting the tickets. To listen to Bhagavata and Bhagavad Gita by Paramahamsa Yogananda in Los Angeles, instantaneously 3,000 people purchased the tickets and 5,000 people went without getting the tickets. That is the power. Power is there, but it should be made power back. That is the difference. Whenever you give a philosophy, give it in such a way that whole world immediately comes and embraces it.